Hi, I'm so excited that you're here. I'm Jen. Nice to meet you. I am the coach and founder at ALAI All In, where we serve individuals who are looking for productivity and personal growth, tips, strategies, and support. So we are building a community of folks who want to be real and who want to live live the life they feel called to live. So if that resonates with you, if that is what you're looking for, then come on in and join us for Power Up, where we are igniting the next level of purpose and productivity. So we are kind of looking at the questions of are you craving more? Are you looking for more? Are you feeling ready for more? It could be more clarity, it could be more focus, it could be more fun. There might be some doubt as you're exploring these cravings, exploring these nudges for more of, is this really a time? Is this really something that I can do now? And how do I start? I invite you to take one step forward today, to take one step forward into that power that you have inside. To say yes, to say, I wonder what it might look like to power up to the next level. Together in this journey, we are going to address the critics, how we are critical with ourselves, as well as some of the critical messages we may perceive from other people. We are also going to reconnect you with you and identify ways to make that connection stronger. So if that sounds like something you're in for, then come on in and enjoy the ride. And it is my honor to be your companion with you on this ride and your tour guide as we keep going on this journey together over the next 5 sessions. So what this looks like is video, so 5 different videos covering 5 different topics, and with each video there'll be an accompanying workbook for you to work through some of the questions and exercises that we talk about in the video. So they'll all be downloadable, and the workbooks are labeled day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And so I invite you to create the space for yourself and engage with them as you are able and as you see fit. So do it at your own pace, do it as quickly or slowly as feels good to you. There's no right or wrong way. Just engage as it feels good to you. So with that, let's go ahead and power up. Okay, so what is on our agenda for the next 5 sessions? Day 1, today, session 1, session 1 is going to be setting intentions and creating space. We are going to lay the foundation for the work that we're about to do. Session 2 is going to be identifying values and getting a sense of how those values that you've identified show up in your lives. Here we are also laying more groundwork to bring ourselves into focus and to get a clearer picture of who we are today. Then session 3, we're going to explore your zone of genius. This is the meat of the sessions. This is where we're going to ask the questions to help us discern the thing that we do like nobody else, which is our zone of genius. And then day 4, session 4, session 4 is about productivity. This is where we're going to get honest with ourselves and our priorities, how we spend our time. We'll explore where energy is going and how to actually use our days to move us forward. Then session 5, we are going to lay a foundation. Now that you've got an arrow pointing you in the direction that you're feeling called to go, we're going to ask the question, what do you need to stay on track? What do we need to keep ourselves operating at our best? So that is, those are our next 5 sessions. So without further ado, let us start with session 1. Okay. All right. We are ready to set intention. So go to the first page in your workbook, the first fillable page in your workbook, and you will find 2 questions. One is, what brought you here? And when you're thinking about that question, what was it about this topic that drew you in? What resonated with you? What questions came up for you? What answers are you looking for? And what is it that brought you here? Observing how you answer this question is also a way to bring awareness to where you are right now. And where you are right now is perfect. If it's questioning, is it doubtful, is it hopeful, whatever that is perfect. Own that space for yourself. Have awareness and acceptance around that space for yourself. The next question, what do you want to get out of this time together? What do you seek to find for yourself here? Asking that question to the universe, putting out what it is that you desire, putting out what it is that will be for your higher good. Then the answer will be there somewhere for you. The universe will supply it in some form. And as the quote from Sophocles, look and you'll find it. What is unsought will go undetected. What you intend, what you ask the universe, the questions will get answered in some way if you're paying attention. So put that out into the universe. And when you are ready, come on back. Welcome back. Excellent work on those intentions, and setting, putting out there what you want to receive from this journey together. So excellent. I invite you now to actually speak those intentions out loud. Speak what you want to receive from this time together out loud. So go ahead and do that. Speak it out loud. Calm, gentle, purposeful way. And once you've done that, I invite you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Put it out and receive in. Okay. Now, let's go on to creating space. So we are creating space by reframing shoulds, reframing judgments, and reframing expectations. Shoulds, judgments, and expectations can indicate places within us that need healing, care, or acceptance so that you can move forward. So let's look at these spaces. Our first space is should. There are so many shoulds in our life on a daily basis. At least for me, there can be. You think, I should work out. I should get up earlier. I should make room for ... Should make time for ... The Oxford English Dictionary definition of should is used to indicate obligation, duty, or correctness, typically when criticizing someone's actions, right? Oh, you should do that, or she should do this. Often when we say should, we mean if we were good, we would, or if we were better, we would. Many times, saying should represents the correct thing to do and can silently, unconsciously be us kind of punishing ourselves for not doing something correctly. Okay? So I invite you now to go into the workbook, and the next page of the workbook is shoulds. I invite you now to write down the shoulds that come into your head, the thoughts that come into your head around should, the things you should be doing, the things that you feel guilty that you should be doing. So write down all the shoulds that come in right now. And when you're done, come on back. All right. Excellent work with the shoulds. Shake it off. Shake those shoulds off. Shake those shoulds off. All right. I'm going to give you a reframe for shoulds. Should takes away energy. Should projects other people's needs onto yours. Should projects other people's paradigms onto yours and takes away your power and your energy. So I'm going to reframe that. We're going to reframe that. And I offer you as a reframe, it would serve me or benefit me too. It would serve me or benefit me too. So I now invite you to, on that workbook page, take one of the shoulds that you actually want to do, that actually does feel good to you, and reframe it with, it would serve me too, or it would benefit me too. Whatever it is the thing that you want to do. And then we are going to move on to our next reframe. And that is judgments. As humans, we compare ourselves to others. a lot. This often brings awareness to skills we do not possess or a way of being that just isn't us, a way of being that just isn't you. This awareness often brings self-judgment for what we can view as defects or deficiencies in ourselves. We can also judge ourselves for how we've handled a past situation. Perhaps we made a decision that we wish we could change, or we judge ourselves for it, and we judge ourselves for it now. Something we wish we did differently, and we're still judging us for it now. The if only I thoughts, if only I'd done this, if only I'd done that. So we have judgment from comparisons and judgments from past experiences, past actions or experiences. I invite you now to bring awareness to your self-judgments. In the workbook, the next workbook page is judgments. I invite you now to bring some awareness to that. How do you compare yourself to others? How do you judge yourself in comparison to others? And what do you judge yourself for doing or not doing? So write your answers to those questions in the workbook, and when you're done, come on back. Okay, so guess what judgments do? Just like shoulds, they take our energy and our power away. So we're going to reframe judgments now. And I'm going to ask you, the person you're comparing yourselves to, what do you admire about them? What do you think you can learn from them? Okay? From those past experiences that you may have some regret and judgment around. What did you learn from those experiences? What may have those experiences informed you? How may have those experiences have informed who you are today? So let's pull those kind of reframe, give the energy back to yourself by what did I learn? How might I admire that person and incorporate that in my life? Because it would serve me. It would benefit me to do that. Write that reframe on that worksheet, that judgment worksheet. And when you're ready, come on back. Okay, we're doing it. We are reframing, and our final reframe for this session is expectations of ourselves and others. And expectations often take the form of, in order to be good, I need to fill in the blank. So without even realizing it, we often make decisions or base our own self-worth on how we're living up to expectations of others. Social norms, social roles, family systems, traditions, and structures abound, and we feel obligated to fit in or comply. We do this because we want to be accepted and we want to make others happy. These expectations can also come from social media or magazines, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. All those things have ways of being that we take on. And as I said, they often take the form of the sentence, in order to be good, I need to. So we're going to bring awareness to the expectations from others that we may be taking on by completing the sentence, in order to be good, I need to, with any roles that come to mind. So in order to be good, to be a good sister, in order to be a good employee, in order to be a good brother, in order to be a good friend, in order to be a good volunteer, I need to. So as many roles as you can think of, fill in that sentence about. Okay? Go for it. All right. Ready for your reframe? So exciting. So we can accept and appreciate the values and boundaries of others, the expectations that others have. We can say, okay, those are yours. I respect that. Okay. And then we can reframe for ourselves by saying, I bring what gift, what talent, what skill to this role. What do you own and you uniquely bring to your role as spouse, your role as partner, your role as volunteer, your role as employee? What do you bring to that role? Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to look at those expectations you wrote down for those roles and reframe those roles with what you bring. Come back when you're done. All right, we did it. We reframe shoulds, we reframe judgments, we reframe expectations to give you your power back, to give you your energy back, to take ownership of what is yours and say, I accept and love you for what is yours to somebody else. So I now invite you on one of the last workbook pages for session 1 to rewrite your reframes on that page. Rewrite all your reframes, get them onto one page to get your power onto one page. So you can look at those reframes and read those reframes and feel the energy that it brings back. So I invite you to do that. I also invite you to go to the reflection page for the session and just process through, like, what were your takeaways? Did you have any aha moments? Did you have any questions? Do you have anything that you want to refer back to later? What were your takeaways? What were your aha moments? What were your questions? What came up for you? So space for you to do that in the workbook. It was so great having you with me today for the session. And I look forward to seeing you for session 2 where we're talking about values. See you soon.